UBL Sydney Summer League Round 8 between the Sydney City Wolves and the Parramatta Wildcats. Starting with the Wolves at number 4, Stephen Badu. Number 5, Omar Akesh. Number 6, Yusun Moon. Number 7, Kevin Badu. Number 10, Harley Pupuk. Number 11, Aaron Borich. And head coach Sandeep Daz. For your Parramatta Wildcats at number 1, Sami Segay. At number 3, Emmanuel Adu. Number 6, Philippe Denef. Number 9, Daniel Briggs. Number 11, Adi Kozovic. Number 12, Sam Jimmer. Number 14, Goran Fegg. And number 24, Mitch Reeder. Let's have a 1 minute silence. UBL round 8.
Jump back, jiggle a hip and wiggle a bit and get ready. This is the
Round 8 in UBL Sydney Summer League between the South Sydney Wolves and the Parramatta Wildcats. Starting today, number 10, Harley Pupaig, Stephen Badu, Kevin Badu, Aaron Borich, and Ewan Sun for the Wolves, and for the Parramatta Wildcats, Goran Veg, Adi Kozovic, Mitch Reeder, Sammy Segay, and Sam Jimmer. I'm joined with the Royals crew, coaches Tim Reed and Peter Byrne. I'll start with you, Tim. Welcome to UBL TV.
Thank you.
And I've got an underperforming Wolves team. Would I say an overachieving Wolves team? Because they're doing very well at the start of this season.
Yeah, be careful because I coached them last year, so...
Well, half this team, that is. How have you found they've been going since your departure?
Well, we had a tough game against them, but they've picked up a few new players and probably just got to gel as a team, really.
Two players that I'm going to probably talk about heavily is Aaron Borich, number 11, I beg your pardon, and number 10 is Harley Pupaig, who have been a bit of a storm for the Sydney Summer League Season 2. A lot of new players, and they're two to watch out for. If you're looking at sky blue for the Wolves going to your left, and dark blue for the Wildcats going to your right. Aaron Borich there for the missed shot. I'm anticipating a big game from Mr. Aaron Borich, who was featured in the poster this week.
Wow, everyone should check that out.
And another young kid that's for Parramatta Wildcats, Philippe Denef. So I thought just give some love out to the young kids. You know, all these oldies getting so much attention as Mitch Reeder misses his 3 for the night.
And shout out to all those parents who, do the things to let our kids play.
Oh, without a doubt. But, I'm sure by this age they're looking after themselves and they're driving themselves here. But shout out to all those juniors' parents.
Absolutely.
As Stephen Badu hits the 3 there for the Wolves, it's a 3-all early start to the first quarter. Sammy Segay holding the ball for the Wildcats. As sharpshooting Adi Kozovic is probably going to make many of them today.
Well, they're going to have to step up defence, Wolves, to really stop this Wildcats team.
Now let's go back. Royals had another tough loss today in the game against Glebe Magic, who are now just 7-1. Big. Sorry, we'll come back to that. It's a big start with 3-point shooting. It's 6-all already, 4 threes early in the game. Back to you. What's going on with the Royals?
Well, we led them early. We ran them certainly, but I think we just faded a little bit towards the final quarter, and the Glebe Magic showed what a good team they were.
Very much so. They've got a lot of arsenal. You guys are really depleted in the height section. What's going to happen in there? Is it something that you're looking at? Changing? Because you've got a lot of shooters.
We've got some shooters, but we're missing a bit of height with, Chuck out at the moment with a bit of injury.
And Vlad going over to the Oblich team?
Yeah, that's right. Certainly a different team from last year, but I think we still have the right ingredients to really push for a playoff spot.
Now, I'm going to join in Peter Byrne, head coach of the Sydney Royals. You both have come from different teams. Tim was Northwest Giants last year. Sorry, beg your pardon. You were South Sydney Wolves, which you just mentioned before. And Peter, taking over again the Sydney Royals. How's Tim been as a assistant coach? You didn't have that last year.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant, mate. It's just another set of eyes on the court. It's another basketball brain to run things by, ask questions. It's just it's such a great help, mate. It's unbelievable.
So who's got the coaching brain?
Probably Tim.
So we had a bit of a special guest today in the Royals game. Did anyone want to shout out who that might be?
Yeah, mate. Look, we had Sydney Kings import. Josh Childress come down.
Imports. Kendrick Perry and Josh Childress.
Oh, I miss Kendrick Perry. Right, you are.
After a big win last night in Wollongong,
yes, I saw
backed
that.
it up in the UBL today.
Yes, yeah, no. Well, they came down to support the Sydney Royals and.
A lot of links with the Kings and the Royals.
That's right, yeah. Well, big shout out to those guys for taking the time out to come down and check the UBL out. And, it's great for the UBL and it's great for everyone that's involved, I think.
A lot of stars in the UBL this year. Biggest name probably would have to be Mitch Reeder. Have you been able to see much of him?
Yes, I have. Obviously, Parramatta is a team that, as the Sydney Royals, mate, we keep a close eye on them. I said last week in an interview that I did that I think they are the benchmark team. So
I pretty much was sure it was featured in the recent video in round 6 interviews.
I hope it was, yeah.
I've still got to check that out on YouTube.
It's a 10-6 to the Wolves lead, unless the scoreboard's gone the other way, which it shouldn't, because we've got a big, huge para underneath number 6. So we've got a big matchup between the Wolves and Para Wildcats. Para's obviously the favourites, but what do you think the Wolves are going to do to get a win here?
Well, look, we played the Wolves. I think it was either round 1 or 2, and they're a good side. They can score from. They've got good shooters and they've got some good post guys inside. They've definitely improved from last season, I believe. The Wolves.
You've seen a lot, Peter Byrne. You've been through the drafts. You've been through both seasons of the UBL. What impresses you the most in terms of the calibre of players? Who is the person that impresses you the most, whether it be in your Royals team or another team?
Oh, look, there's a couple of guys to me that stand out. Obviously, some of the guys here on Para, Goran and Mitch, like you've mentioned.
Aaron Boric there for another 3.
Another 3. But then I think every team these days in the UBL this year has got at least 1 or 2 guys that you just, even Andrew's story. I remember last year I thought he was a good player, and this year he's just gone leaps and bounds in my opinion. And we saw that today against the Royals.
Mitch Rowder couldn't get that little floater going there, and Wolves have got a nice little clean breakaway. Aaron Boric has been shooting well from the 3, but he's going to pull it back and reset for the boys.
And here's just another example of the Wolves spreading the ball. This is what they do so well.
I think from the minute the Wolves came in, it was very clear that the boys have either played together or have very good ball movement. Is that something you would find, Tim?
Most definitely, moving the ball is probably one of the best ways to try and beat Parramatta Wildcats.
Goran Veg has been out for quite some time with some injuries. Bit of a workhorse though. What does he need to do in this game, seeing he's got a huge height advantage?
Oh, look, he's just got to establish himself down low like he does. Goran's one of those players that, look, I know he's sort of playing on a bit of a busted up knee. And I spoke to the Parramatta coach before the tip-off, and he was just going to watch his minutes. But Goran's one of those class act players, mate. You'll see him establish himself into the game very, very shortly. Defensively, he makes himself, sort of present.
Is there a little coaching community going on in the UBL? Like, do we all share secrets within the coaching ranks?
Yeah, we do. We definitely learn from one another, and at the end of the day, I think everyone's got the same goal in the fact that it helps everyone else, and the end result is UBL's the winner.
Last year, the calibre of players probably didn't match the same calibre this year. But how do you feel about all teams now having coaches and a lot of teams training now? Do you see the level going up?
Oh, much definitely.
Much definitely,
yeah, like that English. Look, this is a league that...
Another 3 there. Sorry about that,
three
Pete.
to
Another
Mitch.
3. It's 17-14. Wolves got that early lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sorry, continue, Pete.
No, that's, as you said, mate, this is just another reason why Parramatta are just deadly from all over the court. And then that's why I believe that they're the benchmark.
That was the question before, but that's okay.
Yeah, I missed the question. We got distracted there.
That's good. We got distracted by a very good game between the South Sydney Wolves and the Parramatta Wildcats.
And here's Mitch.
And we had another
one.
3. Now it's a 17-all ball game. Very, very quick shooting. Very, very good start to this game. Thank you very much, Gerard Malouf and partners, Dooley's Lidcombe Catholic Club, Soul Sports, Spalding, our game ball of choice, and My Sign Guy, who provides us with lots of signage, a lot of support here in the UBL.
You're going to be taking us to Dooley's for dinner after this?
It depends. Did you get Player of the Week? Because that's what they get every single week. And big shout out to Sam McCorkindale for round 7. How about this, boys? 32 points, 28 rebounds.
Yes, I saw that.
That is most deserving for a MVP, as the South Sydney Wolves call a timeout. 19-all with 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. bit of a shout out to our website, www.ultimatebasketball.com.au, where you can see lots of stuff. And we're checking out the shot chart, which is looking fantastic at the start of this game. How about it, boys?
It's been a brilliant start to the game, and like expected, mate, both teams come flying out.
As we get another long-range shot. It wasn't a 3
Kevin
this
Badu,
time, but
yeah.
Kevin Badu hits a long 2.
Long
That's
2.
a nice rhyming sentence that we should probably
We could
pick
work
up
on
if
that.
he can hit those 2s. As Artie can't really get it going that time. But going back to this shot chart on the live stats, you can find that on our website and just click through on our
Yeah.
web hub.
Oh, it's brilliant.
But you'll see there's crosses for the misses and circles for the makes, and there's a lot of circles at
There's
the
a
start
lot
of
of
this game.
circles in this
And they're
game.
all outside the line, looking at both teams. If you're listening today, check it out on www.ultimatebasketball.com.au. I'm going to say that plenty of times. Nice promos for that website.
Yes, yeah, no.
Of course.
Everyone should be encouraged to go to it, have a look at it, and be involved. Get involved any which way you can.
And we're loving our Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you
Yeah.
follow us at UBL Official. You a Twitter fan, Peter?
Yeah, I've got a Twitter account, and mate, I follow UBL on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And a little change we've had this week, for the last couple of weeks, is MVPs have been announced on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah,
not
I like
Facebook,
that.
So we get a little bit more traffic going through
That's
the
right.
places.
Yeah, that's it. And that's give us some shout outs to the guys that deserve it, sort of thing. And I think it just helps the league in general.
Hey, it's technology that's available that we need to capitalise on.
And why not? Why not?
Yu to the line for 2. He makes the first. And he makes both. That gives it a 24-19 lead for the South Sydney Wolves, who are pushing the Parramatta Wildcats. A lot of teams do push the Parramatta Wildcats, Tim, and they prevail every time in most cases. Why do you think that is?
I think they're guys that play together a lot. They know each other's game, and they just step it up when they need to, which is what every team needs to be looking to do: play their own game, and dig deep when you need to as well.
So what's the keys to success when you're playing Parramatta?
Well, just solid defense for start. You've got to box them out.
You were mentioning before as well the spreading the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Spreading the floor, making sure everyone gets good looks. And again, just playing your own game to make sure that you're playing your game, and then you look at stopping their game as well.
And what do you do with the likes of people like Mitch Reader, like head and shoulders at another level of abilities, who has played at a high level in ABA and should be even in the NBL?
Well, obviously you look to try and contain their best players. If one guy has a good game, then you try and concentrate on the other guys and making sure that they don't, score all the points on you as well.
A couple of weeks back, we had Mitch Reader score 42. You'd think, at least you got to stop the other parts of the team. But then what happens when Artie Kozovic hits 42 as well?
Well, that's really difficult to defend, isn't it?
It's coming from inside and out.
Yeah, it's tough. You've basically got to focus
good handoff
on
there,
stopping their plays, stopping their runs, and making sure you're doing and playing your game as best as you can.
It's one possession game now, with probably the last play of the quarter. Para probably want to get this next possession, but Wolves are trying to contain it to finish off the quarter with the lead. Kevin Badu holding it at half court on Sami Segay. What is going to happen? Will he finish it? He's going to go to the line for 2.
Got 2 shots out of it.
Smart play by Kevin there.
Quite a character, Mr. Kevin Badu.
Yes.
Great for the league, a big, passionate basketball supporter, fan and player.
He is indeed, yeah. No, Kevin on and off the court myself, and making that free throw there, making the score now
How about you check that live stats, Pete?
24-21. Another observation I've just made is it looks like the Wolves have only got 5 players today.
Wolves are struggling with a few injuries and obviously a lot of heat.
Yeah, I think that could play in the Parramatta's favour.
Hub. It is Wolves versus Wildcats in round 8 action at Auburn Basketball Centre. I'm joined with the Sydney Royals coaches Tim Reid and Peter Byrne as we start the second quarter just like we did the first. 3-point shooting. Mitch Reader hits another 3. And now it's 26-24. Boys, Looks like a three-point shooting beret. This is my kind of game.
As an old guard, I got no problem with watching that.
It's just a beautiful art of basketball, the shooting. And we've got one of the best here in the whole of Australia, Artie Kozovic.
Yes, yeah, he's a dead set, flat out shooter.
Who should dead set be a teacher.
yeah, a coaching coach.
So we can get the whole of Sydney like him.
Yes, yeah, that would be good.
If you haven't seen him, Google Artie Kozovic, you'll see plenty. Wolves picking up the turnover there. We can tell you lots more stats. You can find it out yourself. It's live stats. You find it on our website. Mitch Reader looking like he wants another three, but he's going to pull it back.
Oh, and there's another three.
Another one. Poster boy, we call him. It's Philippe Denef.
The youngster.
Going up against the other youngster, Aaron Boric.
Yeah. Good confidence builder.
In UBL, we're big believers of bringing up the youth and giving them opportunities so they get ready for the next level, whether that level be New Zealand professional leagues or ABA or even an NBL gig. It's a great opportunity to play against some of the best basketball players in Sydney, like Mitch Reader.
Yes, that's right. And through the UBL, you can actually,
Form another three.
Oh, another three. Mitch Reader.
Mitch Reader with the assist there to Philippe Denef.
Oh, he assisted, did he? I missed that one.
Is this going to be another one? It's not, unfortunately. It would have been great. A great little start to the second quarter.
It's almost like a three-point comp, this game.
Check it out on the shot chart. There's a lot of circles. Stephen Badu can't make it work there. Manuel Adu pulls down the board. He brings it up as well. He's playing every position.
He can. Emmanuel's one of those guys that you can't give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
We talk about the youngsters, and you guys went up against one of the best in UBL right now, Sean Crenny. How did you find him?
He's a good young player. I think his future's bright too.
All guards.
All guards. There's a lot of guards in Sydney at the moment, isn't there?
What I'm finding as well that we've talked to a lot of players and coaches about is they're covering the floor, their hustle, their intensity, their offense, their defense. There's no pulling back in any way.
No, it's almost like there's a new breed of basketball out there.
Well, hey, and this is a great future for Sydney basketball. It's
yeah.
been quite flat and stale for quite some time, and it needs things like this to really ignite it.
That's why the UBL is such a great competition, and speaks highly for itself by the talent that's here involved in the competition this year. And
I think it's a testament as well. I think you and I travelled up to Maitland to watch the ABA Grand Final.
Yes,
and
yeah,
to have quite a number of players in the Grand Final that had just been on the back of the UBL is another example of how
right.
beneficial it can be.
Oh, look, it's definitely now on the international map.
That sounds great.
Well, I had a phone call from an ex-player last year, the Sydney Royals, Chris Johnson.
Let's have a little chat about Chris Johnson very soon, because my boy over there heading over to Hawaii playing college basketball.
They played New Zealand on.
And Emmanuel Adu is going to get
Wednesday.
an M1 opportunity.
Yeah, they took on the New Zealand team. New Zealand went over to Hawaii, and played the Chaminade Silver Swords. Chris
Johnson plays for?
Yeah, and I was actually looking at his profile on their website this morning, and there's quite a bit of a tribute there to the UBL.
Yeah, I noticed he showing on his profile that it's Sydney Royals experience.
Yes, yeah.
In the UBL.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Johnson, and we hope you do very well overseas and come back and fulfill your career over here.
If he doesn't go...
I mean, at the end, mate, he's going to have to get through all that. Chris Johnson being a top 3 scorer in season 1 and a big surprise. We were talking about all these young kids this year, but Tony Tolliver, Chris Johnston.
Yes, yeah.
You've got another player, Christian Petrovsky, who we've got a number of players that are in the current ABA squads but sit on the bench quite a lot and don't get much of an opportunity, but then come into the UBL playing against the same caliber players, scoring. That was in traffic. Mitch Reader in traffic. You need to go back and check that out now.
Where's the replay?
Page.
Yeah. That was lovely.
So these players are getting very minimal time in Waratah competition and then playing at the same level, playing in the UBL, but getting 24 points in 30 minutes. What's going to happen to these players when they get their next experience in the ABA, when the other older guys start to fall off?
Oh, they'll take over ABA, I'd imagine. Or,
they're showing that potential, clearly.
That's exactly right. If not, they'd be leaders on their team.
Aaron Borich charging through. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
And that's the best thing about the UBL. It gives those younger guys the confidence and the court time to establish themselves. So, as you said, that next stage in their basketball career, they're prepared for it then.
I think confidence is the key word there. I think that makes up a large part of a basketball talent, is how confident you are. We see that with a lot of even NBA players, NBL players that are shown to be very good and have already established themselves, but maybe go through a period of time in their lives, their confidence lacks, and it shows on the court. So confidence being a massive part.
It definitely does. I said it, I think it was to assistant coach Tim today. I believe that's a large part of the Royals, Sydney Royals at the moment. We're just down a bit on confidence.
Got a big squad, a lot of experience, a lot of youth. It's a matter of just meshing them all together, and a lot of the hotheads that have got a lot to say because of the experience they've had, got to manage their situations while the young kids make mistakes.
Yes, that's right. Look, that's the hard part about coaching, but experience and whatnot, that's something that you can overcome.
Another turnover there. Stephen Badu and Kevin Badu not happy about that.
No.
Gets a warning by the ref. It's 38-31. It's been a bit of a change in the second quarter as Para do what we said earlier, Tim.
Yeah,
start to come in.
They really are. I think they start most of the games quite slowly.
Yeah.
But they power through at the end.
Wasn't that your problem as the Royals last season?
Yeah, well, yeah. And then we'd come home.
Come home strong.
Come home in flying colours. But, yeah, we've got a few things that we need to work on before we go up against Parramatta.
Oh,
Emmanuel,
what a nice little tip in. Couldn't make it happen for Emmanuel Adu. Maybe he had to flush it.
Really good job by the Wolves there. They're boxing out well and trying to keep Parramatta off the boards.
If you haven't been down to a UBL game, you might want to check out a Parramatta. And Miami got a lot of attention for their warm-ups in before games to try and get people to the games earlier. I think we have a little bit of that in Auburn Basketball Centre, because it looks like Parramatta players are competing each other in a little warm-up with all these dunk shows. Quite an athletic team.
It just makes me jealous. I can't even touch the rim.
Oh, and most of us, mate. And most of us. Kevin Badu finding Aaron Borich for a 3, but can't make it happen. Parry going to bring it up and try and settle down this 38-31 lead.
Mitch Rowder with the ball. Going to work again.
Parry's going to keep possession. There's 11 seconds on the clock.
Little deflection there for the Wolves. Oh, baseline
and
cut in the bucket.
And 1 for Daniel Briggs.
Great baseline cut there on the pass.
Junior Parramatta, senior Parramatta player, and now first season in the UBL, Daniel Briggs. As we have a substitution for the Parramatta Wildcats, Artie Kozovic checks in. Sam Gijima takes a break, but the Wolves want to take a break together. They're going to call the timeout with Flynn today as well. ACBA playing the Shire Slammers after a big win against the undefeated Glebe Magic. And we've also got the Sydney City Cobras playing Hoops Academy right now.
Parramatta Wildcats make the extra basket. Takes them to a 10-point lead here in UBL TV. Wolves looking to spread the floor.
Oh. Just got the shot off before the shot clock.
athletic play there, but soon he's going to be charged with the call for the Wolves. How about a quick update on the leaders of the game today, Pete?
Yeah, well, you've got Artie for Parramatta leading the way on 13 points.
Harley Puke is leading the way for the Wolves on 8 points. We found that out through live stats. You can also do that yourself. Click through on our website as we get another 3. Philip Denef puts it out to a 44-31 lead for the Parramatta Wildcats. We did say these young guys are going to make a difference, didn't we, Tim?
Oh, absolutely.
And another shot.
Harley Puke is now on double digits. I reckon he'll finish with double-digit rebounds as well. Double-double machine he is.
He's definitely got the hot hand for the Wolves in this first half.
Mitch Reader finds it very easy. Goes all the way
Blows
and now
by the
pushes out
defense.
to a 12-point lead.
Oh, and a costly turnover by the Wolves. Throwing the ball out of bounds there.
Today, the Thunder had a big game against the Oblich Basketball Club. Oblich had just lost the doubleheader last week and found themselves in overtime.
I saw
Daniel
that.
Moser, 24 points, 10 rebounds and 11 assists, got the triple-double, but couldn't get the win. What's your thoughts on when you can play that much, play that well, and can't get the job done, but you've also got such a talented group in Oblich?
Well, that's right. Look, positives and negatives for Daniel, I suppose. Take the positive. You've got yourself a triple-double, and in this league, that's something that's not easy to come by.
I think
the
you'd probably still trade the triple-double for a win, though.
That's right, yeah. But I'm sure that they'll learn from the loss today. And again, Thunder's one of those teams that they're a top 4 side.
Trying to hold on to that position, but it's going to be hard for them with a lot of teams really starting to come together. You got the Cobras right behind them.
Yep.
Got
Royals.
ACBA right behind them.
Got the Royals trying to pick up after a slow start to the season.
I think they
1 point ahead, the 8th spot.
Yeah, I think the Royals need to get a few wins on the board sooner than later.
Double-header last week, quite demanding. How'd you find it?
Oh, well, personally, I was away for the Sunday game.
Yeah, that's
so
Probably a
question
lot
for you,
easier,
Tim.
lot easier for us as coaches standing on the
it was a great
sideline.
doubleheader.
Yeah.
It was
A
great.
credit to the staff of the UBL. A big shout out to all the people that make a lot of time out of their weekends to support the grassroots basketball. They don't really get a lot of gain out of this except for the satisfaction of either their kids or friends or family
That's
being able
right.
to play this game and utilise this stadium.
There's an absolute huge amount of people that organise the UBL, work the UBL.
We definitely say a lot of thank yous to a lot of the partners, but we can't do it without those staff.
Oh, that's right, mate. Without the volunteers that do, as you said, mate, give up their time week in and week out to make sure that this competition runs smoothly. Those guys,
And-
absolute huge thank you.
And a bigger shout out to Parramatta Basketball Association and Sutherland Basketball Association, which provide a lot of stats and do a lot of that stuff. And so thank you to those two associations.
Yeah, big thank you to both the associations.
Here we go
Oh,
again.
it's
That's
a
Mitch
big
Reader
dunk
for the
by Mitch.
double-handed.
Yeah, that's too easy for him inside there.
Harley Puke.
Oh,
going
he
for
comes
the three
back with
very
the answer.
quickly. He wants to get
quick
a finished
transition
start.
play from them.
He wants to get a finished start. What's that, Tim? I shouldn't be talking over you. I do beg your pardon. Wolves looking to really finish this half strong and get to within a single digits. They currently are. It's 38-47, and they got possession with 50 seconds left in the half.
They'll be looking for a couple of really good plays here. Dump down low, great cut through the centre.
Oh, couldn't finish.
Stephen Badu couldn't finish. They might get another chance. Aaron Borich with the ball. It's 33 seconds to go in the half. Parramatta's going to get another chance.
Extended pressure there from Parramatta.
And just a unlucky foul there with 19 seconds left in the half.
Parramatta are now going to send the Wolves to the line for 2. They're in the bonus. Kevin Badu can't make the first. Referee calls that he's going to get one more chance, which is really handy. He didn't make that one either, Tim.
Well, lane violation, you really can't be doing that as a player. That's something coaches certainly hate.
That's a free throw.
That is.
Kevin cannot capitalise on that either. Parry going to get one more chance in the half. There's no, the commentator's curse. Wolves are going to get that last chance. They're going to keep this within single digits.
So 12 seconds left for the Wolves to get some more points on the board. And attempted three, unfortunately no good there for the Sydney Wolves.
It's 47-38 to Parramatta Wildcats. Leading the way, Artie Kozovic with 13 points. And for the Wolves, Harley Pupuk has got a great start with 14 points. Let's come back after a halftime break. Big thank you to Gerard Maloof and Partners, Doolies, Spalding, My Sign Guy, and Soul Sports.
When I met you in the summer.
Welcome to UBL TV. We are sponsored by Gerard Maloof and Partners, Compensation Lawyers, My Sign Guy, Doolies, and Spalding. Plus Soul Sports, Christian Petrovsky from the Sydney Royals. Mate, round 2, player of the week. Congratulations. Doolies, I want to shout you a dinner.
Oh, that's great. I'm feeling hungry right now, actually.
Above.
Before I answer your question, I want to say hi to my family, my friends in Philippines. Hey, mabuhay, guys. Hey, what's the question again?
You guys are doing really well.
Yeah, we're not feeling too bad. I think we feel like an underdog, to be honest. But yeah, we're coming out, we're just hustling and we're getting plays.
So, how are you finding the UBL? How's it going so far?
Great experience. A lot of good players. Just overall, it's fun. Different experience.
So, what's the team that you are looking forward? Like, you've marked it on the calendar. Yep, that's the team can't wait to burn.
You always have to go for defending champs. Probably say Wildcats.
I want to verse the Wildcats because I heard they did really good last season, and I heard all their players are really good. So
Probably the Royals.
I just want to get the win over them because, last year they were probably the big guns and Parramatta for sure.
They have one, maybe John Peck, because he was in my team in the Warrington season. So I'm looking forward to playing him, I guess.
Every week.
Who's one player you're looking forward to playing against?
I think it'll be Nate Sakia from West Giants from the Young Guns, so I want to get my revenge.
I'm happy to be playing, to be honest with you, yeah.
And we're glad to have you, Daniel. Thank you very much. Congratulations on your win today. And round 5, hit it up.
Perfect, thanks a lot. Thanks.
Hey, so this is your first season of UBL. So how do you think are you finding it?
Yeah, it's good. Like playing good, and then hi to my family again. Thank you very much.
How's UBL so far?
The UBL's been good so far. Good competition, good games. Really looking forward to it and really enjoying it.
You with the Cobras this year? Big game today with Oblich.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yeah. I know a couple of the guys like Nemanja. I'm good mates with him. Used to play at Para actually. So I'm keen to go up against him. They got some good bigs, but I think we can play well. Like a few of us came over last year, like Jordan. I reckon we can get them if we play well.
And here we have Sam from Sydney City Cobras, and they won last week, and he's the MVP of round 1. So congrats.
Thanks.
So you came from the draft, didn't you? So how are you finding now the competition?
It's a high standard here for all throughout the comp. Just got real lucky last week. Just had a good game, and
I don't think you were lucky. 26 points and 15 rebounds.
yeah, I made the first basket, and then just had a good flow from then, and just kept on happening. The team used me a lot more in the second half, and it just went well.
So tell me something about this jersey, because I think it's up there for the best design so far this season. So tell me what's behind it. Like, is it a camouflage thing? What is it?
It's sort of camouflage. We're sort of going to go with different colours. The Oblich colours are blue and white, and a bit of yellow, as you can see on the side.
Did you just flex? You totally just flexed, didn't you?
Including yourself. Are there any players that you've seen so far that you're really looking forward to take on?
I'm looking forward to playing the Royals and the Bulls, I think. I think those two look pretty good teams, and really looking forward to when we match up with them.
We have a couple of friends that play in UBL already. They told us how good it is. We already saw it last year, and I just can't wait to kick off the season.
Welcome back, UBL round 8 between the South Sydney Wolves and the Parramatta Wildcats. Great job by our video editing. Went straight from video to game. Good job, Josh Erskine. Parramatta Wildcats have the early lead, 48-38. When I say early in the second, I'm joined with Peter Byrne from the Sydney Royals and his counterpart, Tim Reed. Welcome again, boys. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We had a lot of threes in the first half, starting both quarters. I personally would like to see that again this quarter. Tim, Wolves are down by 10. They had a quick start and they got a nice early lead, but then they sort of failed in the second quarter. What do they need to do? They got Harley Pupuk.
Obviously, they hit a few shots early and started to struggle a little bit. The pressing defense of the Wildcats really took an effect on them.
Wolves quite depleted today. They do not have a bench. It's quite hard in the summer to get these guys away from the beach.
It can be like that.
Wildcats there with a turnover.
Yeah, that's... A
big thank you to Dooley's Lidcombe Catholic Club, our major sponsor, Gerard Maloof and Partners. You might see that at the right-hand side corner of the screen. Also, we'd like to say thank you to Spalding, the game ball and provider of basketball for UBL. My Sign Guy provides all our signage. And Soul Sports for such beautiful jerseys.
Oh, they feel nice to play in.
Would have been nice to see a nice tip-in jam there by Manuel Adu, but it did not happen this time for him. 50-38, Wildcats lead in the third.
And just like we predicted, it looks like the Wildcats may start to run away with this game. I think the lack of subs will start to hurt the Wolves a bit.
Looks
But
like
there's still a long way to go in this game, though. So.
Yeah, it looks like the Wildcats have gone to a zone, and that's really stopping the shots from the South Sydney Wolves.
Well, as we know, it all starts at the defensive end. So if the Wolves can get a few stops here, then if the Wolves get a few stops, then they could get themselves right back into this game.
Well, that's one stop.
That's one. And as a coach, we count them.
We want 3 in a row as a coach. Or more.
Or more. The more the merrier.
We have a lot of options to watch and follow the basketball on a Saturday or sometimes Sunday. You can go to our website for all the links to all the networks. Aaron Boric misses the 3 there, and there's Sky High Athletics by Emmanuel Adu gets that rebound as Mitch is going on the run. As basketball fans of UBL and basketball fans in general, I would probably be safe to say that you guys are NBA fans?
Yeah, I was watching a bit this morning, actually.
With the start of the NBA season, we have 7 Australians in the NBA. Joe Ingles and Dante Exum in Utah. We have Cleveland Cavaliers with Matthew Dellavedova. We have Andrew Bogut, of course, in the Golden State Warriors. Aaron Baines and Paddy Mills, championship winners for the Spurs.
And Cameron Bairstow, Chicago Bulls.
All these guys are with really strong teams. What's your thoughts in the progression of Australian basketball? This has got to help youth really believe, especially when you see Matty Delly.
No, I think the other thing is the Adelaide 36ers have just signed Brock Motram that was released from the Utah Jazz.
The 8th person coming into this season, which even at 7 is still a nice record.
That's right. So I think NBL, they're starting to gain some attractive players, the likes of Brock Motram, Josh Childress.
And just another shout out, we were fortunate enough in game 2 today between the Sydney Royals and the Glebe Magic to be graced with the presence of the Josh Childress and Kendrick Perry, Sydney Kings imports, after a big win last night and another game against, as you just said, Brock Motram. We're going to have Josh Childress versus Brock Motram tomorrow in Sydney Entertainment Centre. Bit of a plug there for the Kings.
Well, that's right, the Sydney Kings. Well, mate, very thankful for the imports coming down to support the Sydney Royals and the UBL today, taking their time out and coming down to cast their eye over it, and it helps the league. You know, those guys can spread the word. I'm sure they've got 1 million Twitter followers.
Great baseline play there by Philippe Denef.
Yes, Parramatta Wildcats are starting to really turn it on now.
So is there a Tim? Yes. Who would be your early predictions for the East and the West final?
Well, I think the Spurs are going to be strong like they were last year.
You got to put them in there just by default, don't you?
Absolutely.
two-way player, offensive and defensive.
I've got to be honest, I don't know too much about him, to be honest.
Well, that's the whole idea of the UBL, as
Yeah.
Adi Kozovic gets another big shot.
Good strong play inside there by the Wolves, and they've gotten themselves to the line, shooting 2.
Talking about that man again, Harley Pupuk. Round 9 action next week starts with Auburn Basketball Centre, 2 p.m. The ACBA Dragons, who are on a bit of a run, take on the heavy Parramatta Wildcats. At 4 p.m. we got the Norwest Giants after a break this week. They take on this team, South Sydney Wolves. As well as 4 o'clock, we've got Glebe Magic versus South Thunder. That's going to be a big showdown. Not only that, we've got Cobras and Shire Slammers at 6 p.m. as well as Hoops Academy take on the Sydney Royals. Now, Royals, Hoops Academy, that might be a well-gifted reward for you this.
Well, we don't take too many games too lightly, but and the Hoops is no exception.
I think some of the results we've seen lately here in UBL, that you can't take any game as a given win.
No, that's correct, Tim.
Hoops Academy, one of the little brothers of the UBL, and favourites with most teams, as Sammy Segay gets a put back there.
I really like their uniforms, actually, to be honest.
With a big, huge Hoops Academy in front of them, they've been doing great work with junior development, and this is just a testament, putting the best players from their academy in a really hefty environment, which is going to give them a lot of kudos in the years to come.
Yeah. And look, they've got some great players in that squad as well. The likes of Ash
Herbert. I'm a big fan of their forward packs. They're both under 19 years of age, one being 17. Bill De Silva harasses, and our junior player at Parramatta Wildcats, Viliami Fiketti. Both about 6'4", both wide, both athletic, both very, very young and talented. And like we just said, the Hoops Academy have a full team of that, and we look forward to seeing them in a few years, as would the Shire Slammers.
Likewise, yep.
Another disciplined team, well drilled. These guys have about 30 players between the two of them.
Yes, I have seen their rosters.
Add your roster and you got about 100.
Well, I thought we had a big roster until I saw both of those teams.
Harley Pupuk to the line for 2 for the Wolves. He is trying to climb back after a big push from Parramatta Wildcats. That's going to help a little, but it's an 18-point deficit, 65-47 to the Parramatta Wildcats. Harley Pupuk, who's leading the way for the Wolves. He now has 17 points for the game.
Oh, lovely handoff.
Mitch Reeder there with the 2 points. So, as we're talking a bit about the NBA and the NBL and everything, we had Adi Kozovic just take off a little bit. He now has 18 points for the game, followed by Philippe Denef, who's just showing so much.
And I think there was a bit of a block on that. I think great
Harley
rebound.
Pupuk there for another rebound. I'm pretty sure they got those stats wrong. He's only got 5. I'd say he's got 15 by now.
I'd say you'd have a few more than 5, yeah.
Kevin Perdue is going to go to the line for 2.
Can't buy the first one.
Kevin Perdue struggling from the free throw line. I know he's probably going to listen to this back and not be happy with himself, let alone these comments. Makes that happen. Commentator's curse in reverse.
One back for Kevin.
South Sydney Wolves need a few stops here, and they get one there with a turnover from the Parramatta Wildcats.
And here we have Kevin Badu bringing up the ball again for the Wolves.
Over to his brother Stephen, and they're looking to run a play now. Looking on the outside.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. Here goes Kevin. Oh.
They spread the ball there and isolated for Kevin up high, and he unfortunately didn't make that drive to the lane, but they've got it back. 4 seconds on the shot clock here for the South Sydney Wolves.
Out of bounds off Parramatta in ball. Here comes the Wolves again. Drives to the basket, down the middle.
Aaron Boris there. With
the tipping couldn't quite get there.
Parramatta on the run.
Oh, lovely pass by Mitch Rowder.
Wolves are penetrating very well.
They're getting right into the heart of Parramatta Wildcats here.
Well, they're playing against the zone defence, so they're really trying to collapse that, and that'll free outside shooters for them.
And Parramatta running in numbers now. Oh, and that could be one of the biggest dunks I've seen in the UBL.
Oh no, I saw that every week that Mitch Reader plays. About 2 or 3 times a week, and we've seen it 3 already this week.
Yes, yeah, no, that is one of the reasons why I say he's very hard to guard. He can do it both inside and outside.
We have the lightning bolt for Mr. Goran Veg when he hits the highlight reel, but we need one for Mitch Reader.
I think you guys do.
A big shout out to John Newth, who does a lot of work for the Parramatta Wildcats and for UBL with great video work. Missing him today, and we hope he gets better. On that note, I would like to do a shout out for Mr. James Lane, the GM of Sydney City and father of Sydney Kings and North Bears Travis Lane. He is a supporter and advocate of Parramatta basketball, and we would like to wish him and his family all the best. As we take a break, it is 71-50. The Wildcats have doubled their lead. It is the fourth quarter, 71-50, and Parramatta Wildcats lead over the South Sydney Wolves. We're joined with Sydney Royals coaches Tim Reed and Peter Byrne.
I think you can start calling us the Royalty Crew.
The Royalty Crew. And we've got leaders for the game so far. Adi Kozovic, no surprise, he has 18 points. Sam Jimmer with 12 rebounds. On the other side, for the Sky Blue, Harley Pupuk, he's got 17 points, with Mr. Yu with 9 rebounds. Kevin Badu with 9 assists. Wolves have a lot to do this quarter if they want to compete. They've had a 10-point deficit at half-time. It's pushed out to double that, and Adi Kozovic is going again for another 3. He's now got 21 points for the game. I said earlier, Tim, he is going to get more than 1 3, and he has.
Even when he's not open, he's going to shoot it in your face.
Kevin Badoo misses that one.
Wolves get the rebound back. Unfortunately,
And here we go.
And they just run the transition to perfection.
And one. Kevin Badoo with a foul there on Mitch Reeder. He'll go to the line for one.
Got a lot of ball there, but Mitch very strong underneath the basket on the break.
Too strong and too quick, I think.
Seen a lot of smiles on the Wildcats bench. I think they're starting to get their groove.
Yeah, I think I'll say it again. They're the benchmark in the UBL, this team. But if you want to win it, you got to beat them. So you got to find a way to beat them.
You gets 2. Now, the Wildcats have a massive game next week against the underrated, I would have to say, ACBA Dragons, who are just making noise. They have your point guard from last season, Tim Reed.
Yeah.
They have Mahesh Padmanabhan.
And they also have Danny Siddick there.
Who is having a great season.
He had a fantastic game against us, 20-something points.
28 points it was.
We struggled to shut him down, and that was the game for us, unfortunately.
A lot of outside, mid-range sort of game, which a lot of people don't utilise.
He's got this great, he just knows where to be on the court. He's good on the offensive boards, and they're the sort of players you want on your team.
Sometimes it's not talent, it's timing.
Yes, the secret to life.
Yeah.
Oh, if only everyone knew that.
Lovely handoff there by Mitch Reeder.
Daniel
points.
Briggs there with a 2.
Yeah, with a strong finish.
Wolves just trying to make this a bit of a respectful game. There's 8 minutes to go, and now Wildcats have a 29-point lead. Aaron Boric rolls in, rolls out. In the first half, it was rolling in.
Yeah, they just can't get a bucket to go.
Oh, look at that
Lovely
pass.
ball again by Mitch Reeder. This guy can do it all.
Can't happen that time from the Parramatta Wildcats. It's not going to happen every time, is it, Tim?
Certainly not. Shooting percentage is not always everything, but the more you shoot, the better chance you got.
Kevin Badoo is penetrating very well.
I
Getting a lot of kicks.
I was actually going to wait for you guys to finish your...
Artie Kozovic with another 3.
Yeah, the guy's a flat-out shooter, Artie, and you have to have a hand in his face and more.
Did you feel that you're seeing Kevin do that much penetrating last season?
No, he liked to really shoot from the outside, but he's got good strength. He's got a great first step, so he should look to drive first off.
His handles are looking very clean as well.
Yeah, I think he's improved on that a lot from last season.
And the foul.
Mitch Reed is going to go to the line for 2 more free throws at 84-54. 30-point lead for the Wildcats. A little bit unexpected after Wolves have really been trying hard throughout the game.
Well, maybe unexpected from you, but yeah.
I'm an optimist.
I think the lack of bench is now starting to hurt the Wolves.
It's always going to hurt you coming into that fourth quarter. You're only running a few men, and they're going to start to look tired. Wildcats can run their full bench, and they're looking to run the floor at the moment and break this lead out further. They're not going to relent.
No, and it's a tough ask going up against the quality side of likes of Parramatta with only 5 players.
Wildcats on the break here. And unfortunately they turn it over there.
Glebe Magic have lost 1 game by 1 point. Every other game they've got that win. Next week they have the South Thunder. South Thunder full of talent, a lot of youthful talent in that mid-range age. So not the young ones that we've been talking about throughout this game, but young 20-year-olds that are really starting to perform, show their worth. People like Tony Tolliver playing in the New Zealand NBL, Daniel Moser being one of the leading players in the Youth League, and a bunch of Youth League Div 1 players. So what is it that they need to do?
Well, they play a really aggressive style of basketball, and that's been their forte so far this season. So if they can play that against the Magic next week, I think they've got a really great shot of actually pulling that game off.
Glebe Magic have been performing at a very high level, and now they've got targets on their backs.
They have. Unfortunately, they had a big target on their back today, and we just couldn't take them down.
Noel Rousel, a writer for the UBL that gets a lot of print in the papers, had a little story on the Glebe Magic prior to their round 5.
I saw that.
They were the underdogs that were just highly performing, and now it's clearly everyone knows about it.
Yes, yeah. Everyone's coming to get them.
Led there by Jake Wilson,
Andrew Story.
Sutherland Sharks, ABA player, and we were talking earlier about Andrew Story and the rise of Andrew 14 Stories, we call him.
Yeah. I think he maybe went to 15 today.
But I think the standout that is making the biggest impact has to be young Sean Cranny.
Yeah, he had a great game today, over 20 points. And
17 years old, playing against a lot. Oh my! There's a bit of showtime going on here.
Yeah, I just saw that. The Parramatta are feeling rather confident when they're starting to sort of put on some show moves as such.
So ACBA have a lot of hustle players. They have a lot of control with their guards. They've even got some bigs. So what's the keys to the success for ACBA to beat Glebe?
Well, obviously with those sorts of players, they've got a good inside-outside game. So they need to look and try and capitalise on that. They're going to have to play solid D if you're going to, if you're going to win games. It all starts with the defence.
Thought there was going to be dunk time there by Sam Segay, but he just does a nice little layup.
Yeah, no,
2 more points.
I was expecting a big two-hand windmill from him, actually.
Shout out to Kendrick Perry, who probably would have done it for us if he was playing or
spectated
today.
If I knew he was in the crowd, I might have asked him to do that. I feel really bad about that, actually.
It's all right, mate. You were distracted with your loss.
Yes, I was.
Oh, what a play by Harley Pupuke. We were talking about his athleticism and his two-way play, but we didn't talk about his handles.
Clearly that handles, wow.
Now, if he can do that to a lot of bigs, then I don't know where they're going to go.
Wolves with the 2 points.
Good, strong inside play there. Really got to box out that man on the inbound pass from the baseline.
Oh, he's just put a foot on the line there, yeah.
Harley doing it again.
Yeah, picking up the steal, but just put his foot on the line. They'll call it back.
Danef.
Taking it inside with the big men. Getting the job done.
Wolves looking to blaze away from outside to try and cut this deficit down.
Philippe Danef.
And the Wildcats return with another 3 there.
Down to 3.5 minutes to go in the game, and it's almost all over in this one.
Wildcats on the break, 3 on 3. They wait for the teammates to come down.
Daniel Briggs attacking the ring there. He's going to go to the line for 2. Little team shout out. Parramatta Wildcats are probably going to be hard to win against if they're shooting at 45% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, well, when you've got guys like Mitch and Artie,
16 out of 34, and it's just rise to 47%.
47%. Some teams can't even shoot that as a field goal percentage, so...
As an example, that is against 14% for the South Sydney Wolves.
Well,
there's just one right there. By that time, Aaron Boris just wants to do a little curse on me.
He's heard us talk over here in the commentary box, and he's almost a steal there.
Wolves now 5 of 29 from the 3-point line. 9 of 20 from the free throw line, as Wildcats have only shot 2 from 7.
Yeah, the Wolves are having a bad day shooting.
Philippe Danef is just going off, giving it another crack. Kevin Padu's going to be charged with the walk. It's a turnover from the travelling violation.
And Parramatta looking to hit 100 points
If only they knew they're on such a high percentage from the three-point line, they'd probably stop shooting and make it just this nice, clean, close to 50% three-point shooting.
That's right. And Artie with a rare miss there. This is looking better. Oh.
Big athleticism play by Emmanuel Adu as he puts it back for two.
Just too big and too strong down low, Emmanuel. And far too athletic.
The rebound count for today, Wildcats 45 rebounds, 28 for the Wolves.
It's not going to win some games when you're down that far in the rebounds. The key to winning matches on the defensive end is certainly boxing out your defender.
28 assists for the Parramatta Wildcats, 17 for the Wolves.
They're spreading the ball well, Wildcats. Kevin
An
Badoo
interesting stat though, 18 turnovers for the Parramatta Wildcats and only half that for the Wolves with 9.
That is an interesting stat. And Artie makes the jump shot. He makes it look so easy.
And the score is 62 South Sydney Wildcats, South Sydney Wolves, Parramatta Wildcats 98. 62 to 100, sorry.
They've got the triple. It's a three-point shootout just to finish this game. There's only 1 minute to go. It is a 38-point game. It didn't feel like this during the Sun there with a 2-point over Emmanuel Adu.
Always a tough ask, as I say, against Parramatta. They just never give up, this team.
And the ball there goes to the South Sydney Wolves. Just a couple of possessions left in the game. And I'll see if they can convert.
No, they continue to shoot from behind the arc.
Wildcats ahead on the break and 2 points. Easy as you does it. And another turnover here.
And chases down his own rebound.
Artie Kozovic finishes the way he started.
They've been hot tonight, the Parramatta Wildcats.
105 now plays 64.
20 seconds left in the game.
And this is a...
just one shot left, so I think the Wolves will run this one out.
On behalf of Gerard Malouf and partners, Dooley's Lidcombe Catholic Club, My Sign Guy, Spalding, Soul Sports, thank you to the Sydney Royals coaches, Peter Byrne and Tim Reed. That is 105 to 64. It didn't feel like it throughout the game, but Parramatta Wildcats get a thrashing with leading the way 29 points to Artie Kozovic and 21 points to Harley Pupuk. A massive effort from the Parramatta Wildcats. 14 rebounds, Sam Jima. Let's have a chat with some of these players. You can check it out on demand. www.ultimatebasketball.com.au. Again, thank you very much, boys.
Thanks for having us.
I am lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you. I won't run, I won't fly. I can't win, I can't reign. I will never win this game without you. Without you. I am lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you. Without you. I won't run, I won't fly. I will never make it by without you. accept that we're estranged without you. Without you. I can't quit now, this can't be right. I can't take one more sleepless night without you. Without you. I won't serve, I won't claim. If you're not here, I'm paralyzed without you. Without you. I can't look, I'm so blind. I lost my heart, I lost my mind without you. I am lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you.